Hello all, welcome to my channel. In this video, which is continuation of isometric projection, I will explain how to draw concentric circles. Also, I will explain what are isometric and non-isometric lines. So let us start. This is the object given to us. There is one rib in this object. There is a circular base at one end and rectangular base at other end. Inside the circular base, there is a hole and there is a semicircular slot as we see the object from its front. So let's see how to draw isometric view of this object. First, we'll measure the dimensions. So there are three dimensions now again. Where is O? O is here. Yes. Tell me what will be the height? Height will be equal to
50.
Yes, height is 50. What is the dimension on the left hand side or right hand side?
100. 100.
Left hand side is 100 and right hand, correct. Right hand side it is how much? So this is 50 over 100, correct. And this is also 100 by 50. Okay, so this 100 and 100 is common, and this is 50, this is also 50. So what will we get is like this. This is vertical, this will be 100, then this will be 50. Now when I draw these lines, these lines may not be exactly inclined at 30 degree because I am drawing it freehand, and I don't want to waste time in taking the scale and all those things. So this is the box that we'll get roughly. Look at the object. Okay, look at the object. And what we see that, okay, this is the front view. So front view here, there is a semicircular portion. It means that there is nothing above this. Okay, there is nothing above this. And this is seen as horizontal line. This is seen as horizontal line. There may be some rectangle here. So if you see this portion in the top, yes, there is a rectangle here. So top surface is a rectangle. Here this top surface is also rectangle, and this bottom middle surface is a semicircle. Okay, so something we can visualize. Can we visualize like this? It may be a rectangle here. Then there is a semicircle part. Then there is a semicircular part, and then there is a rectangle here. So we have started visualizing it now. Okay, it should be something like this. Okay, you start visualizing this, then we can see that this vertical line shows that this entire length is 50, but then this is how much? 50 minus 15, so this is 35. So it may be like this, don't know, let us check. Is it like this? So this is 35 and then this is 35. It may be like this. Now again we compare what we have drawn, what we have imagined with this. It shows that there are no vertical lines here. So we will erase these vertical lines which we have drawn. It means that it is not like this. So you can leave it like this. Maybe it is like this. Then again, if you see here, you can see a rib. Okay, we can understand now this is a rib. Now this rib has to be drawn from this to this for 20 mm. So what will we do? We will draw a rib like this. We will draw a rib like this. So this is all our imagination and we are trying to draw it. Now, once we draw the rib, it matches the front view. Okay, matches the front view. There is a vertical line here, that is also there, and this matches the front view. But then there is something which is not correct in this front view. What is it? If this surface and this surface, this triangle and this surface is at the same level, or you can say it's the same plane. It's in the same plane. Then this vertical line. Okay, if it is in the same plane, then this vertical line should not be there. If it is in the same plane, means again now we will refer the top view. Okay, see, okay, this rib which we have drawn here, it's not that for total 35. It is not for full length. It is for 10 mm only. So we have not drawn this correct. So what will we now do? We will erase this portion of the rib, and now we understood that it is not for complete length, it is for 10 mm only. So 10 mm rib, and this will make the rib, and now this will make the line. Okay, now it seems like this. I could have drawn the rib here also. Okay, if in the first attempt itself, I would have drawn it here itself. Then, but to make you understand, okay, it is like this. It is not like this. That's why I have drawn it here earlier, and now I show it to you that how I realized that okay, it should not be here. It should be 10 mm only. Okay, okay, this much is done. Now come to this bottom rectangle. Okay, there. So this is the bottom rectangle. So we can understand that there is something like this bottom rectangle. It may be a rectangle like this, and on this rectangle, maybe on this rectangle, this is placed. This is our first thought. Okay, let it be. Then we'll just check this top view. Okay, top view matches with this, but then there is an issue here. Issue is that this is not flat. It is the top view says that this is a rectangle. Okay, this is a rectangle, but then this is circular here, semicircular. So this should be like this. It should be like this. This is what the top view says. It means that here at the bottom of this we will have to draw a rectangle and like this. Now where from this rectangle starts, so if you see this rectangle is right below this line, right below this line, right below this line, right below this line. It start from here, but then does it start from here? So look in the top view. No, it does not start from here. It is, so this is how much? This is 35. This is 35. This is 35. So the rectangle does not start from 35. It is at what? 50. So instead of drawing it here, instead of drawing it here, which is not, it is not here. It should start from 50. So 50 from that end means somewhere here like this. So I don't have space. So what I will do is I will make this smaller. Now this is 50 and a rectangle like this, a rectangle, and here we will curve it, and then this will be like this. But then see here, here we have left some gap, left some gap. Is it correct? No, it is not correct. So it should start from here itself, here itself. So again, this what we have drawn is not correct. This is not correct. We have to start it from where? We have to start it from here itself. Okay, it is like this. It is like this. Okay, matching front view, matching here, top view matching. Now this is a hole. Now once this is done, we have to construct a hole here. So draw rhombus, and in that rhombus draw ellipse, then again draw bottom portion of ellipse, and this is done. Is it clear to you? The way I have shown you, we have to start thinking like this. If you become an expert after solving few sums, you know that this has to be started from here, this rib is for 10 mm only, and all those things. You have to build it like this. So it is always good, if it is always good to draw this rough sketch and then make it fair. Now once we have drawn this rough sketch, making it fair is quite easy. Okay, so we'll start like this. So this is how much? 10 mm. Then this is 35, and then from 35 we can draw a vertical line. What is the length of this vertical line? Again 35. Then this is this, leaving some space for that semicircle. Okay, now I know the distances. I'm drawing it quickly. This line has to be joined here, and then here we have a rib. Okay, now this is the rib for the required dimensions, and this rib is constructed here. I should draw it like this. How much is this? This is R25. R25 means this is how much? 25. So 75 plus 25, 100. So I will draw a line only till 75. Till 75. Then this line like this till 75. And here I know that I have to draw light lines so that this will be constructed. I am drawing this light line. So how much is this? This is important now again to remember that this is only 75. This is only 75, and this is how much? This is 25. Now I want to draw a semicircle, but then again I have to draw a rhombus. What will be the dimension of rhombus? It should be 50. So this is 25 and this is another 25. So now this is the rhombus. And in this rhombus, shorter diagonal are this and this. So with this shorter diagonal, I can draw like this, and then this, and then how to draw? How to draw? Already I have explained this to you. From here to here like this, with this as center point, and when with this as center point. See now this, when I'm joining this should join this point. This should join like this. Now next thing is this has to be projected how much mm? 15 mm. Which direction? Downward direction. See here we had moved it in which direction? This direction, towards the right hand side. But here we now know that it has not to be moved in the right direction, but it has to be moved in downward direction. So we'll move this center points. This is the new center point. This is the new center point. Again, with this as center point, draw this, and then you know the procedure to erase the portion. And then now you can see that this is not drawn properly. इसके ऊपर चला गया. So this should not come like this. It should come inside it. So maybe when I have drawn this is not drawn properly because this is not drawn to the scale. So if you draw it to the scale, this will come properly. Okay, and then after everything is done, then this hole has to be drawn. Now again, for drawing the hole, I will tell you the procedure. So by observing, you will not be able to do it. You will have to practice it. You can practice it. Now it depends on you. The more you practice, more quickly you will understand. Okay, यहाँ पे circle है क्या? Okay, यहाँ पे rib है क्या? ये समझने के लिए practice करना पड़ेगा. Okay, I will explain you 3, 4, 5 sums, but then with that you will understand that time. Okay, ये sum यहाँ पे मैं समझा रहा हूँ, ये समझ जाएगा. Unless and until you practice it, you will not be able to do it. खुद से अगर करने बैठोगे ये sum को, इसको solve करने बैठोगे, तो फिर कुछ ना कुछ difficulties आएगा. Okay, so best part of it is to practice. Okay, now since there is no doubt to anyone, now this hole has to be created. Okay, this hole has to be created. Now this is interesting. See, change the color to green. This is interesting. See, this is semicircle. Look at the question. Semicircle. कहाँ से semicircle start होता है? ये center point है. This is how much? 15. Okay. Radius is 15. So diameter is 30. So see, diameter is 30. मतलब इस point से यहाँ तक. Okay, that is the diameter. So when you are constructing this rhombus here, so this point, look into this. Look into this sketch now here. Look at the cursor position. So from this point to this point, how much is this? This is 30. This is 30, correct? Already 30. Now we want 15 below and 15 above. 15 below this and 15 above this to make it as 30. मतलब ये जो हमारा बॉक्स है उसके बाहर कंस्ट्रक्शन जाएगा. अंडरस्टैंड दिस कंस्ट्रक्शन इज गोइंग बियॉन्ड अबव द बॉक्स. And then now you know shorter diagonal, longer diagonal. So if this is the case, then this will be shorter diagonal, and then you just have to draw the half part of the ellipse and not the full part. Just draw the half part, and then extend the centers. What are centers we had? Extend it. For what dimension you will extend? See how much is this? 35. This is 35. So extend it for 35, and again you will get it like this.
सर ये सेमी सर्कल वापस एक्सप्लेन करो ना सर, नहीं समझ.
करता हूँ. ठीक है. So if it is usual circle, it will be easy. No, ये थोड़ा difficult, different है. Different. If इसमें क्या difference? What is the difference between this and earlier? See, this is semicircle. So ये semicircle half is inside the figure and half semicircle is outside the figure. जो है ही नहीं. ये circle तो पूरा अंदर है. It's okay. This is half inside and half outside. So how will you construct a rhombus? The rhombus will be like this. See, in the question, look in the question. The rhombus will be half inside and half outside. Okay, half inside and half outside. So that rhombus we have to construct here. Now for that, what should be the dimension of the rhombus? Side should be 30. 30. It should be 30. So this is already 30 from this point. This point is already 30. Now 15 ऊपर जाएगा, 15 नीचे आएगा. So I will take, see, 15 here, and 15 will go above it. Now there has to be clear distinction between these thin lines and this actual object lines. I am using different color pen, so it is easy for you to understand. ये thin line है, ये light line है, dark color है तो black color से है. But then when you are doing it on your notebook, then in that case this should be properly differentiated, the thick and thin line. So is this rhombus clear to all of you? कैसे बनाया rhombus? Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then
Clear,
and
sir.
mark, correct. Okay, mark the midpoints. These are the midpoints. Then ignore the longer diagonal. Shorter diagonal is this, starting from this, like this, like this, and like this. Now once this is done, what we have to do? We have to draw the part of the semicircle. So which center we will consider? This is one center that we will consider from here to here, and this is another center that we will consider from here to here. So this is how you will get. Now then you have to extend the center. So this is going outside the figure, okay? Going outside the figure. How much? 35. This also extend. How much? 35. And with this point as center now, this point as center, you know the radius. Draw the arc like this. Then this center may not be used, because it is going beyond that. Oh, hidden ho ja raha hai wo. Or maybe slightly it will be used. Okay, so that you can draw the remaining portion of the like this, so that you will get it like this. See, like this. Any doubt to anyone in this?
सर वो जो हम लोग ने इसके पहले वाला सेमी सर्कल ड्रॉ किया ना सर, जो फिगर में है,
हाँ ये वाला,
हाँ हाँ सर, सर उसका सर वो आप जो फिगर में बताओ ना सर, उसका रोम्बस किधर आएगा सर, आपने जैसा मैं इसमें बताया ये सेमी सर्कल में।
हाँ ठीक है, ये देखो ये सर्कल का, ये सेमी सर्कल का रोम्बस बनाना है, इसका डायमेंशन कितना है? दिस शुड बी 50, करेक्ट? R25 मतलब दिस शुड बी 50. So this is already 50, blue color line 50. Then from this point, where how much you want? 50 in this direction, 50 in this direction. So total is how much? Total is 100. Total is 100, out of which till 75 you will get a continuous line. This one till 75 you will get a continuous line. Okay, but your rhombus will extend beyond this. So this blue line is showing the rhombus. This is 50, and this is also 50. This is also 50, and then this is 50 and this is 50. This is how you have to draw the rhombus. And when you draw the semicircle here, that semicircle should touch this point. ये कितना distance पे? 75 पे. So that semicircle should touch this point. ये touch करना जो portion है, this should be done properly. This and then this touching this. This should be done properly. Most of the times it will happen like this, or it will happen like this. ये ऐसे आ जाएगा. Okay, so ऐसे भी नहीं चाहिए. Or how you want it? You want it like this, a smooth curve. So somewhere it has no. This is that point. This is that point. So this will happen by practice. More sums you practice, more accurate you will get this. Also, when you are using, use a pencil lead. Clutch pencil lead, mechanical clutch pencil you call it as. तो वो कितना रहेगा? That will be 0.2 mm diameter, I think. If you use and that should be 2H grade, GRADE. If you use our regular pencil जो स्कूल में यूज करते थे, शार्पन वाली, शार्पन जिसको करते हैं ना, वुड वाला पेंसिल, वुड वाला. So if you use this, you will never be able to achieve this. ये हमेशा ऐसे ही आएगा, वुड वाले पेंसिल से ऐसे 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 आएगा. Okay, so the best part for doing this should meet properly is, see, if this is the semicircle, see, this is the semicircle. Okay, so where is the center? Here. So the center is here. So your semicircle should not extend beyond this point. इधर नहीं आना चाहिए, ये correct नहीं है. Okay, so you draw it till here, and then from here it should be a line. No, this is correct. This is perfect. And then draw a line. Any other doubt to any student in this? Okay, just to continue with this, after you draw this on the top surface, top surface, then we have to go it down 15 mm. So this point, these are the 2 points, this one and this one. So we will draw 15 mm in which direction? Parallel to the vertical line, parallel to the vertical line, like this and like this. And then with the same radius, we'll construct the remaining portion. Again here also when you see this, now this line I should not draw. This is not a part of the figure. But then this semicircle will join till here only, because this is how much? Till here it is 75 mm. So that you have to take care while drawing. Now, how to draw this circle? Now, for drawing this circle, what you have to draw? You have to again draw a rhombus. Okay, you have to again draw a rhombus. Now, see here, student makes mistake. At this point, student make mistake. So what I will do is I will draw it here. It is like this. See. This is 50, and when you drew this top surface, it was like this 50 50. So these lines will already be there, these lines are already be there. So this is longer, so this will be there. You would have not erased it, and your top surface would look like this and like this. Then this is drawn with this as center, and this is drawn with this as center, and you would have uh, moved it downward by how much distance? 15 mm. And then 15 mm down, correct? Like this, and with these 2 points again you would have drawn the lines. Again you have drawn the bottom portion. What I have shown here, I have shown this portion here. Okay, this portion here. Now we are interested in which point, which part? Drawing this circle as an ellipse. Okay, so for drawing this circle as an ellipse, you have to first obtain the, we have to first draw a rhombus. Now how will you draw the rhombus? You will draw the rhombus like this. Now here student makes mistake. Okay, here student make mistake. I will also tell you what mistake student make. So you pay attention first. For the correct procedure, this is how much? This is 25. Okay, this is 25. 25. So what I will do is, now I will use again different color. Okay, this I wanted to use this one. So where is this 25? So this is 25. Now I am writing these distances just for your understanding. This is 25, correct? इसका center कहाँ पर था? 25 पे था. Now from this point to this point, see, this is center, and you have to draw center also. When you construct the isometric, you have to draw the center line. तो ये पहले draw कर दिया. फिर this is how much? This is 50, correct? This is 50. तो 50 का center कहाँ पे आएगा? Somewhere here. Okay, so यहाँ से again draw a line. So this is now the point. This is now the point which is the center of this circle. See, circle का center, या फिर ये बड़ा सेमी सर्कल जो है उसका सेंटर एक ही है, कॉन्सेंट्रिक है, तो वो मिला हमको यहाँ पे. So again I am repeating how we obtain this center point, because this is important. So this center point, see here. So from here, how much distance? 25. From this end, 25. So from this end, 25. So this is the line on which we will get the center point here. Now, here we have to draw rhombus. So I will use a different color for drawing the rhombus. Now for drawing the rhombus, how should be the rhombus? How should be the rhombus? This rhombus should be drawn parallel to these lines, and see now this and this. So this rhombus should be drawn parallel to these lines, and then instead of drawing it like this, students draw it like this. So this is the rhombus which is drawn by student, and then they end up with, sir गलत हो रहा है, कैसे आएगा? This is not expected. When you are drawing the ellipse in this, the rhombus which we draw should be parallel to this lines. Should be parallel. ये rhombus कहाँ पे draw करते हैं हम? ये rhombus हम top view में draw करते हैं, ठीक है? लेकिन it has to be drawn like this. These are also inclined at 35 degree. So here we are drawing. Here we are drawing. So the rhombus should be drawn like this and not like this. Okay, these lines should be parallel. So how will you obtain this lines now? How will you obtain these lines? ये रोम्बस का डायमेंशन क्या होना चाहिए? इट शुड बी R25 मतलब 50, R25 मतलब डायमीटर इज 50, so rhombus should be 50 by 50. So 50 by 50 means what? From this point to this point it should be 25. This should be 25. This should be 25, and from here to here this should be 25. Then it becomes 50 by 50. Okay, so how much is this line now? This line inside 25, each line inside is 25, each line inside is 25. So if I got the center point 25 here, 25 here, 25 here, and 25 here, then draw lines parallel to these lines, and this is your rhombus. Once you get a rhombus, you know the procedure to draw the circle. That I will not explain now. But then this
सर
has
वो
to
जो
be drawn
रोम्बस है
like.
50 बाय सर
हाँ,
जो रोम्बस है 50 बाय 50 का, वो आगे टच होना चाहिए ना लाइन को, आगे के
touch होता है क्या?
हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन को सर
सर वो
होना
20
चाहिए
बाय
ना।
20
अच्छा नहीं, just pay attention. This is actually 520, and sorry, it is 520 only. Oh, again a mistake. 520 only, so it should be how much? Total should be 20. So this should be 10. This should be 10. This should be 10. This should be 10. So all should be 10. 10, 10, 10, 10. I mistakenly taken it as 50. Okay, so this all should be 10, 10, 10, 10. And so this is how much? 20 by 20 by 20 by 20. 20 by 20 by 20 by 20. So this is how you have to draw. This is correct and this is not correct. This is incorrect.
सर
Clear to all
सर
of you?
एक डाउट
हाँ,
सर, लेकिन हम वो मिड मिड पॉइंट लेंगे कैसे सर? मतलब जो 50 जो साइड है, हमने जो 50 लिया है उसका मिड पॉइंट फिर हम प्रोजेक्ट करेंगे स्ट्रेट में।
हाँ, फर्स्ट ये मिड पॉइंट कैसे लेंगे ये पूछा ना तुमने, ये मिड
हाँ
पॉइंट.
हाँ 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 सर।
हाँ, तो दिस इज व्हाट, दिस इज द सेंटर ऑफ द सर्कल एंड सेंटर ऑफ सेमी सर्कल, करेक्ट? This
यस सर।
midpoint is the center of this circle and center of the semicircle. So
हाँ
यहाँ
सर।
से कितना आता है 75, या फिर यहाँ से कितना आता है 25, एक ही है. Either take 75 from here or 25 from here. So I have taken 25 from here, correct? और फिर ये इसमें कितना है, ये 25 from here मतलब ये लाइन आ गया, ये लाइन आ गया 25, और ये पॉइंट तो उसका मिड पॉइंट ही है. सो इफ दिस इज 50, ये तो मिड पॉइंट है 50 का, like this. So whether this inside hole is of 20 mm diameter, 25 mm diameter, 35 mm diameter, it is concentric with the outer circle hole, outer circle, semicircle. तो ये पॉइंट इतना 25 पे ही आएगा. Is the doubt clear?
ये सर, गॉड सर, थैंक यू सर।
So its actual solution would look like this. See, the same thing which we have drawn here, and don't give dimensions in isometric. Isometric में dimensions देने की जरूरत नहीं है. There is no need to give dimensions in isometric because the reason is we can measure it directly from isometric. So we generally don't give dimensions. So dimensions no need to give. Box has to be drawn and construction has to be kept. Okay, you have to retain the construction lines. And this you have to show 30° and 30° in both the directions. ये दिखाना है. Okay, notice one thing here. Notice one thing here, that this is a circle. So if you see here, I had explained you. You have to draw a circle inside. Okay, like this, small circle inside. So that is not coming in this. That is not coming in this. That's why there is no need to draw like this. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this. ऐसे सर्कल अंदर से नहीं आता है. कैसे पता चला नहीं आता है? कैसे पता चला? वो ऐसे पता चला कि दिस सेंटर पॉइंट्स आर प्रोजेक्टेड डाउनवर्ड. ये जो प्रोसेस है सेंटर पॉइंट को नीचे लेने का, This one, this we have done here, and after doing we understand that okay, it is going outside. So since it is going outside, there is no point of showing it. Okay, if it is coming inside, then you can sometimes get it slightly. It depends on what are the dimensions, okay, and how it is placed. So every time it may not come, it may come depending on the dimensions. So you can check it, okay, by drawing the lines vertically downward. You can check whether it is coming or not. Okay, students, any other doubt? Anything not understood? Clear.
Clear, sir.
Okay. Now, all these lines are called as isometric lines. Which lines? Isometric lines. I will write it here. Isometric lines. Why? Because these lines are these lines are parallel to, these are either horizontal or vertical lines. Okay, all these lines are either horizontal or vertical lines, though then it is called as isometric lines. But then if you see here, this line which is representing the rim, it is neither parallel to horizontal line nor parallel to vertical line, so then this line is called as non isometric line. What? This is called as non isometric line. Okay. So when it is isometric line, so all these lines you can see, they are drawn parallel to these three lines. Which are the three lines? Vertical line, right wala line, or left wala line. Okay. So all these lines except this will always be drawn parallel to these lines. Will be drawn parallel to this line. Okay. And if it is non-isometric line, it is neither horizontal nor vertical here, which will not be parallel to this. So that will be a non-isometric line. So today in this lecture, I have explained you how to draw arcs, circle, and semicircle. Okay. Now, sometimes we have slot on the sloping surface. Now this is the sloping surface. Okay. And on this sloping surface, if we have slot, then how to draw it? That I will explain. Okay, this is the question. I have drawn isometric only, but then see, this is drawn at certain angle. This is some angle. So these are non-isometric lines. So how will you draw this? That I will explain in the next lecture. And how to draw if there is a slot on the sloping surface. So if there is a sloping surface like this, so this is a sloping surface, and there is a slot on this sloping surface. Suppose there is a slot like this. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग द वीडियो. अगर आपको वीडियो अच्छा लगा है तो इसे लाइक जरूर कीजिए और अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर कीजिए. और ऐसी वीडियोस को देखने के लिए मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए. थैंक यू.